Alright guys, this is God's Middleman. This is my follow-up video to my viral video of a picture of my scalp and my head that shows multiple faces, and one of them I believe to be Jesus. I'm not the only person that sees the image. Multiple people see it. I'm not here to force anything on anybody. I'm just here to tell the truth. I have physical evidence, and I feel like if you think that this picture is a random person, that's, I feel like, more highly unlikely than God actually showing himself. I just want to say that if you guys read the Bible or believe in the Bible, every story you've ever read is a testimony. So if you believe that testimony stopped when the Bible stopped, I guess, that's what you believe, but that's not rooted in reality. So I want to do another video right here just to point out some of the things I see that I didn't point out in my little clip on Instagram. Right here, we're going to go with the first obvious face that we all see. Most of us see right here. Eye, nose, chin. He's looking in that direction. Eye, nose, chin. Forehead. That's the first face that I obviously see. Then we'll zoom in and get into more detail. And I'll show you this face. Look at this face right here. Look at this face. This face has hair all around the face. This is all hair. And this is an eyeball right here. Obviously eyeball. The black part and the white part. I'll move the mouse. Obviously eyeball. Then you have his mouth right here. Then you have his nose right here. Then you have his second eye socket right here. And he's looking directly at the camera. And if you don't see that, I'll zoom out a little bit and you can see his arm. Look at his arm right here. Look at his arm right here hanging. And you see his robe. His robe, his chest. And then you see right in the middle of this spot is where his robe is tied at with a rope. And he's like kind of like flying by and looking at the camera. I don't believe in coincidence, and people keep trying to say pareidolia. I mean, if you want to use that earthly definition for a spiritual eyes that can see, that's fine with me. I just know that's not true, and I have proof right in front of me, right in front of you. So that means that we all have pareidolia then. We all have some type of mental thing if we can all see all these images. So I showed you this image and I showed you the first face, which is this face right here. Right here. Eye, nose, chin, forehead. Then I showed you this face. Whole bunch of hair around his whole head. Eye, nose, mouth, eye socket. Looking at the camera with his arm hanging right here out of his robe. His robe is tied right here in this dark spot. And this is his chest. And this is him right here. This is, I don't know what being is this, but this is a being with his eye right here, clear as day. His face is this right here. Around his face is the hair. So now I showed you two faces. Now I want to go into the other topic where I feel like people were just commenting on my other video of the ancient writings that I said is also here. So I'm going to zoom in on the ancient writings. Look at this. You telling me that you can't see symbols here? You telling me that you don't see this pattern right here? Look at this line, pattern. Look at this pattern. Pattern. Look at this pattern. Look at this. Everything is, it looks like a maze. It truthfully looks like a maze, but I know it's actually symbols. I don't know what language it is, but there's no way you can't tell that these are symbols. And I wonder if I can change the color filter. Edit. Let's see if we can change the color filter here. Raise background, crop adjustment, filter. Alright, let's change the color filter to a different color. Let's do black and white, I guess. Black and white. Let's see, we see the symbols easier. Black and white. Let's do blue. Let's do green. Let's see. Black and white contrast. Let's see. So this is the writing that I say I see. These are the symbols right here. It's undeniable. It's undeniable that there's symbols on a picture that I took of the top of my head. And now this is Jesus. Tell me if you guys see Jesus here. What I see is one eye closed on the left side, his nose, his mustache, and this right here is his bottom soul patch and his chin. And even this is some of his forehead right here. So he's like this. Like this. And that's the image that I see. And you may ask, how do I know it's Jesus? Well, I have spiritual discernment that I've been gifted by God. And as soon as I seen this picture for the first time, I knew it was Jesus. Instantly knew it was Jesus. And if you ever watch any near-death experience videos, they tell you whether they were Muslim, Christian, Jewish, they met Jesus and they knew it was him right away. Right away they knew it was him. And even, you want to go into more detail, he says to them, my name is not Jesus, but that's what you know me as. Like a lot of humans know him as Jesus. His real name is Emmanuel. So he's right here. This is it right here. See if I get different filters to show you his face easier. This is the best I could do right here. This is undeniable. Undeniable that you could see him. Look at him right here. This is his shoulder in this part of the picture. Right here. So now if you guys want to be even more mind blown, because I just showed you 3 faces, look at this other face right next to Jesus. Look at this skeleton looking face. Look at it. This is his bottom jaw, and this is his teeth right here. And this is his eye, his horn, and this is on the right side, and Jesus is right here on the left side. Let's get a different color so you can see Jesus a little better. Let me see. Can I play with this intensity? Maybe that helps. Let's go play with this intensity. I don't know if you could just see it right here. He's right here. So we got Jesus right here. And we got this, I would assume, demonic entity right here. And I feel like this represents duality. And you have the writing right here. Oh, this one makes the writing come out real nice. Look at the writing. There's symbols here. Look at this. Is symbols. Symbols. Is it on the whole page? Nope. Not on the whole page. Not on the whole page, right? Oh, over here I see them too, actually. So these symbols are throughout the whole photo. And you tell me what language you think this is. Alright, let's go back to Jesus one more time. Right here. Jesus, right here. His eye closed. Right here. His nose. His mustache. And this is his soul patch. So many of you guys are saying, how do I know it's Jesus? I guess my spiritual discernment told me right away. I don't know how much you guys trust your spiritual discernment or what level you have your spiritual discernment on, but mine is on point. Just like when I look at this skeleton looking figure, it's obvious this is not a positive entity. Now we could go into more detail, and I've seen right here a little cherubim angel. So Jesus' face is right here, and the angel's right here. You see the head, the curly hair, and the halo. And then the one wing. It's like this. You can almost see the eye too. One eye here, one eye socket here. Eye socket, eye socket. Eye socket, eye socket. When you zoom in too much, you can't really see it too well. Oh, this one made it look a little better maybe. Right here, angel. That's an angel right there. This, Jesus. Jesus, his shoulder, bottom soul patch, mustache, nose, eye closed, forehead. You only see one of his eyes right here. So this is just to show you guys, it's not to force anybody into anything. I don't force anybody into anything. I don't want no clout. I'm just very thankful God gave me this picture to present to the masses. So now you ask, what's the goal of the picture? The picture is to show people Jesus is real. So once you know Jesus is real, you start operating differently in life. That's the whole point. You start operating differently in life. That's all I'm here to do. God's middleman. I'm just a messenger for God. I'm not the only messenger for God. I'm just one of them. What's the problem? What's the problem? I don't understand why it's hard for people to believe, but they could believe in operating in the system. You'll operate in the system, accept that evil people do evil things, but you wouldn't accept that God will reveal himself into a photo? Why not? If this whole thing in reality is a matrix, then that means that it could be manipulated any way that Jesus wants it to be, which means that he could reveal himself into anything. And I want to reiterate again, if you guys read the Bible, that means that you're reading people's testimonies that have talked to God, walked with God, witnessed God, and you're reading their testimonies about their life. And as you read their testimonies about their life, you're unlocking things in your life. That's the point of most testimonies. I'm pretty sure God will tell you if you weren't supposed to share. He'll make it clear. Right here, he made it very clear, I am supposed to share this. Alright, let's go back to the original. Can we auto enhance? Intensity. Radiate. I wonder if you guys could see it better like this. See his half a face and his shoulder. Mustache, nose, eye. Half a face and a shoulder. And this is not all I see. Look at these right here. So let's go back to the original image that we first seen. First image I see right here is this face. Can everybody see this face? One eye socket and a nose. Eye socket on this side, his forehead, and his chin is right here. So if this is an image right here of a face, and this is his nose, I want to point out these things right here. These things I feel like are souls returning, and he's breathing in the souls. Breathing in the souls.